Welcome back, everybody. Driver 53 here with another short video of precision farming in Farming Simulator 19. And y'all, today we got an update to precision farming. Giants realized there were some things that we needed to look at. They did it. And man, there's some really cool stuff here. And I want to go ahead and start off with the grass. So Giant says in changelog 1.0.1.0, they fixed the issues with nitrogen and the pH value after cutting grass. So what I've done is I went ahead and I cut this grass going this way for half the field. And then I actually put some fertilizer down, and then I came back and just made a couple little more strips right here after it grew. So let me show you what this looks like on the map. Alright, so these are the pH values here for this grass. Now, I didn't actually put down anything on pH, but I want to go ahead and show you this. If you come down here to the 6, I didn't actually cut the left-hand side of this field, the darker area, or the lighter area over here. I didn't touch at all. But you can see when I do this, it gets rid of everything. So it's really interesting because this side over here we've had one harvest on, okay, and this little strip right here we had another. So I don't know exactly what this was because I didn't really do a whole lot of grass testing, but I just want to show you this is what it looks like here. If I come to 5.75, it's right here. So it looks like after one harvest it is dropping down because I think all of this was in the 6 range right here. So pretty interesting. And then you go down one step more and you can see that 2 harvests right here, it's dropping down another quarter. So that looks to be pretty good. Now if we come back up to nitrogen, you can see here, so it's really interesting. Like I said, this split right here, I harvested all of this. So if we look at 0, you can see that that is gone, and this other side over here is 20, so I got rid of it. But then when I put fertilizer down, it actually let me put fertilizer on fully grown grass. Like I said, I didn't do a whole lot of testing on this. Don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, but that's what's happening there. And then when I came back and did this strip up here, with it was fully fertilized all the way at 200, you could see right here, right? It ended up bringing it back down, I think, to about 60. Yeah. And that's consistent with some of the testing that I'd seen. So that looks to be okay. I don't know exactly what the problem was. If you guys were having one, let me know and I can rerun a test on it just to confirm exactly what you guys were seeing. Alright, so next we've got soybeans. And what Giant says, they fixed the issues after soybean harvest. So I've got soybeans here. You guys can see I planted a whole field. So what I did is I plowed it. Well, I bought it. I soil sampled it. I plowed it, I put lime on it. And then for fertilizer, I did something a little bit unique. I went full max all the way over here before I seeded anything. And then I came across over here, and after I seeded, I put about 60 points of nitrogen in the ground. Yeah, you can see it right there, 60. And then I came across about right in here, and I put 200 in the ground after seeding. And what I wanted to do was see if there was a difference on the yield all the way across. So in the old system, you know, the old version, the original, this area right in here and the area on the far end down there, since it was already at 200, would not show anything now on the map. So let's go ahead and jump over to the map and take a look at it. So here is the map for nitrogen. As you can see, I've got red here, I've got some orangish right in here, and I've got green. So let's take a look and see exactly what that green is, and it's 200, which is awesome because I've already harvested up here along the top, around on the side, down here on the bottom, and over on this side. So the nitrogen is not moving at all from where it was. You're still going to have nitrogen in here. So I think I'm going to run another video with another test that just makes sure and confirms that we, on all the different soil types, because this soil type right here is loam. On all the soil types, we're seeing the exact same thing, that you are going to be able to pull nitrogen out also, and then it's not going to go over. So that's really good news. As far as pH levels on this go, you can see that I was at 6.75 all the way around the outside. And there's a little corner down there. It's a different soil type too. But, you know, the big part here is that, and after a harvest, it dropped down a quarter. So that's exactly what we wanted to see there. Now, the interesting thing about this, when I go to yields, you guys are going to see something really, really cool. Ready? It's actually not cool. For some reason, I'm only getting 90% now. On loam, I'm getting 90%. This should be 125. I don't understand what's going on. If I look over here at needs plowing, it's completely, it's good, right? And if I come over here and I take a look at soil types, I'm on loam, which should be 125. My pH levels were exactly where they needed to be, 6.75, or even at 6.5, it's where it should be. Nitrogen, it doesn't require any nitrogen. So I honestly have no idea why we're only getting 90% on this. I don't know. So it's going to be some more testing we're going to do. And now we're going to move over to, well, I just want to talk about pH values after field selling are now correctly reset. So what I want to look at is right here on this field. We can see that our pH values are 6.75 and 6.5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell this field really, really quick. Let's do it. Boom. There we go. Sell. Yep. Okay. Now I have no idea what the actual issue was, but we're going to buy it right back. So here we go. Buy. Yep. Now let me go run and get the soil sampler. We'll sample a few spots and see what it shows us. So we just got done taking the soil samples. Let's check out the map. Wow. That's really, really interesting. So check this out. 5.75, 6 here in the middle now, 6.25. There's nothing at 6.5 or 6.75. So it looks like when you sell a field and then you come back, it's going to completely get rid of everything that you had and put it back to like default. That's really, really interesting. All right, on to the next thing. All right, so we're sitting here in field number 18 right now, and I've got some unique equipment, but it's all base game stuff, and I'm sure you guys recognize this if you've played on Ravenport before. I did a contract, and there's something really, really interesting about this because they said that they fixed issues with field missions. All right, so I just grabbed a harvesting contract because I know that's one that we've been having problems with where we can't get to full completed status. So I wanted to show you this first. So we're going to go back over here, and I don't have any pH, I don't have any nitrogen, and I don't have any yield. Before, you would actually see how much yield this field was giving you. So it's really, really interesting that we don't see that anymore. Now, I will come across over here to our contracts, and you can see that we are at 84%. It's field 18. You know, it's active right now. I'm still working on it, and it's a harvesting contract. So 84%. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take what's in here over to the restaurant, and we're going to sell it and see how much it takes to complete the harvest, and then see how much excess we get. So let's go do that. So you can see we have 11,843 liters in here. I'm going to go ahead and once again show you that we're on 84% of the contract. So here we go. We're going to start unloading it, and let's see how much it's going to take. Are we going to get our contract complete? Right there. Look at that. We even made some money. So it completely finished it out. That's awesome. I have excess. So we started at about 56% and I'm down to like 11%. So yeah, that seems really, really good. Hopefully that's fixed. Hopefully that's fixed. I like how we're not having to see the yield coming off of that. So it seems to me like it's just a normal, like it was base game. So that's exciting. Really, really exciting. And they also say that the UI problems on maps with additional fruit types are fixed now. I haven't done any testing on additional fruit types on any of the other custom maps, mod maps. So I honestly can't comment on that anymore, but that is part of this update also. And for PC players, it says added support for green mowing with Maize Plus mod. Awesome. So that's everything that they say about in the update. But I want to show you guys something else too. I got another field over here I want to take you to. Alright, so this is field number 22. And as you can see down in the bottom, I own it, whether it's in the minimap or in the field info. I own it. It's barley. I harvested it. I didn't do anything to this field at all. I bought it, came straight over and harvested. Now, in precision farming previously, when you harvest this, you're going to get like 65%, right? Because it doesn't have any soil samples. It doesn't know what to do. So it's going to give you 65%. Check out the map. So once again, you can see that soil types, I don't have anything listed here. You can see fields 23 and field 20, but 22 has nothing. I don't have anything for pH. I don't have anything for nitrogen, but check out my yield map. Boom. So we're getting no 50s, no 55, a little bit of 60 in here, some 65, nothing in 70, some 75s, and 80, and a little bit of 85. So, I mean, if you get a good one right off the bat, you know, you're going to be pretty decent. But it's just really, really interesting that once again, like the field number 18 with the contracts, it's not behaving the same as it was. You know, you're going to get really up to date with what is in the ground, right? What that ground is right now, you're going to get that for your yield. So don't be afraid to buy a field now and harvest it. It's not a penalty now to buy a field and then harvest it, which I find absolutely awesome. That's a lot of times how I make extra money, right? Whenever you're buying a field, is you pay for part of the field with the crop that you're going to take off of it. And now you're going to get a decent yield. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be great, but I mean, if we look over here at this information, you can see that it's 103% is the yield potential. So it looks like you're going to get somewhere around 75 or 80%. So it's a little bit more than it was. I mean, obviously nothing's been done to it. I think we're going to do some more testing and see if we fertilize these, if we can increase that. I don't see why we couldn't, but that's probably going to be another test that we're going to do. But I'm going to go and end this video for today. Hopefully I gave you guys a lot of information that you can use. If you got more questions, definitely throw them in the comments down below. I want to do a little bit more testing on some of the stuff that we found out today, just to make sure or validate, you know. So be on the lookout for some more videos. And if you want to stay up to date on all my precision farming videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell too while you're over there. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver 53 signing off.